Chapter 10. Introducing the Updated Blueprint. Marketplace 365 and AI-driven economic rebuilding. Throughout this book, we've traced the deep-rooted history of thriving Black economic centers and the catastrophic sabotages that dismantled them. From forced breeding camps to the highways bulldozing through our communities, we've seen how mutual aid societies once sustained Black businesses and how their loss contributed to today's jarring racial wealth gap. Now we stand at a critical juncture. How do we practically rebuild what was destroyed? Enter Marketplace 365, a 21st century adaptation of that same collective economic blueprint, which once prospered in places like Tulsa's Greenwood and Charleston's Avery District. But this time, we're harnessing the power of AI, data analytics, and modern finance, supercharging the principles that worked in the past and safeguarding them from the forces that would seek to undermine our progress. Think of Marketplace 365 as a national, closed-loop economy for African Americans, an engine designed to multiply our $1.8 trillion in buying power right back into our own communities, revisiting mutual aid roots now turbocharged. Mutual aid societies, the bedrock of so many early Black communities, thrived on basic yet profound principles: pooled resources, collective ownership, and an unwavering commitment to uplifting each member's prosperity. Marketplace 365 revives these values while deploying cutting-edge technology to 1. Scale. Serve millions of participants simultaneously, not just localized pockets. 2. Protect. Deter infiltration or sabotage by using robust digital security measures. 3. Optimize. Match capital to business owners and communities with unparalleled precision, using AI-driven insights. This is not a handout system. It is a dynamic economic ecosystem where every dollar is tracked, every investment is purposeful, and every contributor stands to benefit. How Marketplace 365 works. An overview. At its core, Marketplace 365 has three main pillars: funding streams, resource distribution, and infrastructure protection. By coordinating each pillar in real time, using algorithms, secure online platforms, and data analytics, the system maximizes the collective potential of African American spending power and capital inflows. 1. Funding streams. 1. Crowdfunding. Individuals join Marketplace 365 with a small monthly contribution, anywhere from $10 to $100 or more. Funds are pooled in a community treasury, which invests in vetted Black-owned businesses, startups, and local real estate projects. Contributors earn dividends or store credits, ensuring that investing in the community is both philanthropic and financially rewarding. 2. Corporate restitution. Many institutions, banks, insurance companies, global brands have acknowledged historical profiteering from enslaved labor or racially discriminatory practices. Marketplace 365 confronts these corporations with concrete pathways to pay restitution, direct monetary contributions, loan guarantees, or matching funds to Black-owned ventures. This approach leverages public pressure and brand reputation. Companies keen to display real commitment to racial equity can anchor their investment in a transparent, results-driven platform. 3. Faith-based contributions. Church congregations, mosques, and other faith communities can collect special offerings or set up recurring tithes for Marketplace 365. And drawing from the same spirit that once fueled mutual aid societies, congregations become vital nodes in the system, channeling funds toward communal projects rather than waiting on government grants. This National Day of Fundraising, highlighted in upcoming chapters, acts as a high-visibility event to rally believers, align faith-based missions, and multiply resource pools. 2. Resource distribution. Once Marketplace 365 secures these funding streams, it channels capital and services to the places most likely to generate long-term communal wealth. 1. Business incubators and microloans. Aspiring entrepreneurs apply for microloans or join incubator programs, receiving both funds and specialized mentorship. AI algorithms analyze market demands, consumer behavior, and risk profiles to ensure that the right businesses in the right locations receive timely support. Successful ventures repay loans into the community treasury, sustaining a cyclical reservoir of capital for the next wave of entrepreneurs. 2. Data-driven marketing and e-commerce. Partner businesses gain access to a marketplace platform, both online and through local directories, where African American consumers can easily locate and support them. AI-driven personalization tools suggest relevant Black-owned products and services to consumers, boosting sales and strengthening the closed-loop economy. Insights gathered from purchasing trends help entrepreneurs refine their products, anticipate consumer needs, and identify new growth sectors. 3. Local infrastructure and real estate. Marketplace 365 invests strategically in real estate development in historically Black neighborhoods, curtailing gentrification and displacement. AI-based analytics evaluate the best spots for co-working spaces, affordable housing, and communal centers, ensuring maximum impact where capital is deployed. Profits or rents generated from these projects loop back into the treasury, fueling further expansions and stabilizing local economies. 3. Guarding against infiltration or sabotage. One of the painful lessons of past Black economic experiments is the ease with which external forces, government policies, violent mobs, unscrupulous financiers can dismantle success. Marketplace 365 incorporates robust safeguards. 1. Blockchain and digital security. The community treasury operates on blockchain-based ledgers for transparent transactions. This prevents tampering, ensures accountability, and keeps funds traceable to donors and recipients. Set. Smart contracts automate loan repayments, equity distributions, and profit sharing, minimizing administrative overhead and potential corruption. 2. Decentralized governance. No single individual or corporation wields unilateral control. Instead, a stakeholder council of recognized community leaders, faith representatives, and business experts collectively oversee large-scale decisions. AI-driven voting platforms allow micro-investors to cast votes on major funding proposals, guaranteeing that local needs aren't overshadowed by external interests. 3. Legal and policy advocacy. Marketplace 365 teams with civil rights lawyers and grassroots lobbyists to resist hostile legislation, block discriminatory land use policies, and push for city and state-level tax incentives that benefit Black entrepreneurs. By mobilizing tens of thousands, even millions of members, Marketplace 365 can flex political muscle to defend the infrastructure from legal sabotage or eminent domain threats. How this blueprint builds on the past. Mutual aid societies thrived by sharing resources and trusting in community. Marketplace 365 refines that model with 1. Technology for scale. Instead of local chapters meeting in fraternal halls, participants can join from anywhere, expanding the resource pool exponentially. 2. Data to optimize efficiency. Where older societies relied on personal networks, Marketplace 365 harnesses modern analytics to match capital with the highest potential opportunities. 3. National reach with local impact by weaving together churches, corporations, and individuals nationwide. Marketplace 365 ensures no city or town is isolated. 3. At the same time, local leadership shapes local projects, immediate benefits, and long-term vision. Once implemented, Marketplace 365 generates immediate, visible gains. 1. Job creation. With more businesses funded, community members find new employment opportunities, often with ownership stakes. And stimulating local economies fosters safer neighborhoods and better funded schools. 2. Wealth retention in Black communities. Each time a dollar circulates through a Black-owned business, it magnifies prosperity within the community, instead of flowing out to distant corporations. Over time, this circulation accumulates in rising property values, expanded businesses, and better health and education outcomes. 3. National solidarity. The platform becomes a unifying vehicle beyond the bounds of single churches or localities, demonstrating collective power and fueling a spirit of collaboration reminiscent of the civil rights era. 4. Future-proofing our communities. As AI, automation, and rapid technological shifts reshape the global economy, African American communities must be early adopters, not late responders. Marketplace 365 invests in forward-looking initiatives like tech startups, coding academies, and AI-driven research in historically Black colleges and universities, HBCUs. Conclusion: a long overdue leap forward. Marketplace 365 is not a pipe dream or a temporary fix. It is a blueprint for an enduring, self-sufficient economy that transcends individual achievements and fosters collective wealth. It honors the memory of the original Black Wall Streets and Freedmen's Towns, those vibrant centers of commerce forcibly crushed, and ensures their legacy continues in a contemporary, tech-forward manifestation. No longer do we wait for politicians to pass half measures. No longer do we accept a system rigged to siphon off the fruits of our labor. By harnessing AI, rigorous accountability, communal values, and our formidable $1.8 trillion buying power, we can build a new, smarter, and stronger than ever before. This is not about revisiting the past for nostalgia. It's about learning from the blueprint that once built over 100 African American economies and upgrading it into a 21st century powerhouse. The next chapter will outline how this new blueprint seamlessly ties into a nationwide fundraising initiative, turning theory into tangible action. Because, as we've said from the start, the time for waiting is over. We have the tools, we have the moral imperative, and now we have a strategic path forward. Let's seize it together. Chapter 11. A national call to fundraise and rebuild. Imagine a single day, much like Easter Sunday or a presidential inauguration, when African Americans from coast to coast rally to one unifying cause: rebuild our once thriving economic centers and fortify new ones. That day, we gather the collective might of churches, community organizations, civic groups, and diaspora networks to pour resources into a fund designed exclusively for economic restoration. No more waiting for government handouts or slow-moving legislation. We take back our destiny together. Why a single, unified day matters. 1. Focus and momentum. In an age of endless distractions, dedicating one specific day to economic empowerment creates a mass surge of attention and participation. Just as movements like Giving Tuesday harness digital platforms to raise millions for charities, our dedicated day can tap into nationwide synergy for a singular purpose. 2. Symbolic power. Hosting it on Juneteenth or another historically resonant date underscores our lineage of resistance, triumph, and faith. The day itself becomes part of African American tradition, an annual marker of solidarity and unified effort. 3. Demonstrating scale. When millions of people focus their donations, no matter how small, into one communal fund, the impact skyrockets. And each year, we can track and celebrate tangible outcomes: businesses launched, neighborhoods revitalized, and families lifted out of generational poverty. Why Juneteenth? Though the choice of date can vary, Juneteenth carries a uniquely powerful significance. It commemorates the day in 1865 when word of emancipation finally reached the last enslaved Africans in Texas, symbolizing the triumph of freedom. Yet freedom without economic empowerment is merely symbolic. By dedicating Juneteenth to a national economic rebuild, we elevate it from historical remembrance into a forward-looking call to action. Blueprint for One Day, One Cause. A generational shift. How can millions of people across hundreds of cities come together seamlessly, even if just for one day? Here's a broad outline. 1. Coordinated outreach. Churches and faith communities. During Sunday services leading up to the event, pastors and leaders preach on communal stewardship, urging congregants to bring a special offering on the designated day. Chants, nonprofit and civic organizations, youth groups, fraternities, sororities, e.g., Divine Nine, and community centers organize local meetups or digital watch parties, amplifying the message on social media. Businesses and influencers. High-profile Black entrepreneurs, artists, and celebrities leverage their platforms to challenge followers. Contribute one day's wages or match me dollar for dollar. 2. Centralized donation platforms, online and app-based giving. Marketplace 365, or a similar entity, sets up a user-friendly digital portal so donors anywhere can give instantly. Accounts, crowdfunding, tickers, real-time updates, like thermometers tracking goal progress, build excitement, showing the accumulation of funds in the hours of the national event. Digital wallet integration. For younger, tech-savvy participants, app-based payments, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, link directly to the National Fund. 3. Local events and celebrations. Community festivals. Neighborhoods host day-long parties or fairs where local artists perform, entrepreneurs display products, and churches provide volunteer sign-ups. Charge, telethons, or live streams. City-by-city broadcasts can highlight success stories, like a microloan recipient opening a thriving cafe or a newly renovated community center, to inspire more donations in real time. Faith-focused gatherings. Prayer breakfasts, worship nights, and interfaith vigils. Unite believers around the principle of economic justice, drawing from biblical references to communal support and restitution. 4. Data-driven accountability, transparent reporting. Every dollar contributed is publicly tracked, with a breakdown of how much goes to business incubation, real estate acquisition, educational grants, etc. Goal setting. A clear annual target, say $1 billion in combined capital, motivates volunteers to push awareness, evangelize the cause, and rally last-minute contributions. Success stories. Post-event marketplace. 365 or related platforms publish tangible achievements. New Black-owned startups financed, historically neglected neighborhoods revitalized, job creation stats, etc. Churches as the engine of transformation. 1. Reviving the spirit of mutual aid. Historically, Black churches were linchpins of the civil rights movement. Today, they can pivot that same moral force to galvanize economic restoration. Sermons can link scriptural imperatives, e.g., caring for the widows and orphans, community stewardship, to the tangible need for a national fund. 2. Leveraging congregational reach. Each church can make the call for a special one-time National Fundraising Day offering, challenging every member to sacrifice or match a certain percentage of income. Participating congregations gain recognition as official partners, fostering a healthy spirit of friendly competition among ministries to see who can raise the most for the cause. Community organizations and diaspora networks. 1. Connecting the global African family. Beyond U.S. borders, there's a massive diaspora of African descent across the Caribbean, Latin America, Europe, and Africa itself. By framing this day as a Pan-African initiative, we encourage diaspora communities worldwide to contribute, underscoring shared ancestry and common struggles. 2. Greasing the wheels of commerce. Diaspora entrepreneurs can form joint ventures or invest in Marketplace 365 to develop cross-border trade and manufacturing links. This synergy reaffirms that rebuilding the African American economy can also uplift global Black communities, forging new markets and supply chains. 3. Digital organizing. African-based social media influencers, diaspora radio stations, and cultural festivals can integrate the day's theme, creating a worldwide drumbeat of unity. Technology flattens distance. A person in Ghana can donate to a microloan in Detroit as easily as someone in Atlanta. Shifting from annual event to cultural tradition, at first, the National Day of Fundraising might look like a single rallying cry, but over time, it can become an annual institution, akin to a holy pilgrimage or a major holiday in the communal calendar. 1. Yearly renewal. Each subsequent event surpasses the previous in capital-raised coverage and real-world impact. Once younger generations grow up seeing Juneteenth, or whichever date is chosen, not just as a day off or a historical commemoration, but as an occasion to tangibly invest in their people. 2. Measuring progress. Each year, Marketplace 365, or the coordinating entity, releases a State of the Rebuild report, summarizing how much money was raised, where it went, and what future needs remain. Donors see direct cause and effect. This year's contributions helped 500 new businesses launch or saved 300 homes from foreclosure, instilling confidence in the movement's impact. 3. Expanding beyond a single day. While the national fundraising event serves as the focal point, the underlying platform remains active year-round, continually accepting donations and orchestrating community-driven investments. Eventually, the synergy of repeated annual pushes could spawn smaller, complementary events. Regional Economic Sundays. local vow renewals, monthly giving challenges, etc. A generational shift in perception. One day, one cause, a generational shift. This powerful tagline captures the essence. 1. On that day, the entire African American community stands shoulder to shoulder, even virtually, to declare that we have the power to rebuild our economic centers. 2. The cause transcends political parties and denominational lines. 2. It's about our collective well-being, not ephemeral debates or minor ideological rifts. 3. The shift takes us from consumer to creator, from disinherited victim to communal investor, from fragmented individuals to a formidable economic and cultural force. Conclusion: rallying, reinforcing, rebuilding. If we've learned anything from history, it's that unity is our unmatched advantage. In every pivotal moment, from Reconstruction to the Civil Rights era, when African Americans united around a singular goal, transformative change ignited. The same principle applies to the modern pursuit of economic restoration. By designating a special day, be it Juneteenth or another resonant date, we affirm our identity as a people determined to reclaim the wealth, land, and businesses once stolen. This national rally, powered by churches, nonprofits, diaspora groups, and everyday citizens, becomes the yearly catalyst that fuels Marketplace 365, fosters new businesses, and anchors a renaissance in Black economic centers. Our ancestors fought for our freedom under far harsher conditions. Now, we must fight for the right not just to exist, but to thrive, and to ensure that our children and grandchildren inherit the economic strength our forebears so valiantly began to build.